Hello, I'm Mike Troy, editor of Retail Leader. I'm here in Irving, Texas at the Symphony Retail AI Accelerate Conference. I'm joined here in the booth with Jason Matthew, and you are in charge of the personalized marketing piece.
That's right.
And it strikes me that there isn't a hotter space right now than personalization.
It's true.
There's got to be a lot of interest in what you got going on.
There is. I mean, customers want everything on demand these days, right? So what personalized marketing is able to do is figure out the best time to deliver those products, those product-based offers to customers based on the purchase patterns they have, the way they're shopping, different segmentations, and do it in a timely way. So our product is very good at evaluating customers and what their goals are, not only purchasing but their convenience goals, and then allowing us to deliver offers that match those goals.
Elaborate a little on the time. Are you saying like the time of day, the time of the hour?
Right, so we are able to get the purchase history from retailers today, from our clients. And so what we can do is we can determine using artificial intelligence when that customer is next likely to make a purchase. And that's based on their past purchase patterns. And we're able to do that by household. So if we can anticipate when you're likely to shop, and based on what you've purchased in the past, that's how we can time that promotion based on that same product to be just before you're about to make your next shopping trip.
If I'm likely to purchase the product, though, you don't always want to serve me an offer if I'm going to buy the item anyway, correct?
That's true, and it depends on the goals of what you're trying to do as a client. So if your goal is to reward a customer, to maintain them as a loyal shopper, then yes, you do want to try to give incentives for customers who are already buying your products already. But if it's a customer who you've detected through this technology that they're starting to spend less, let's say in a category, or they're starting to, maybe they have the potential for defecting and starting to shop with a competitor, then what you want to do is try to incentivize those customers with products that start to try to encourage them to spend in categories that they may not be purchasing much in, or they're starting to decline in.
How do you help me avoid, there's a lot of landmines with personalization.
True.
So let's say Mike Troy hasn't bought dog food in a while.
Yeah.
You don't want to really send me if my dog passed away, or there's other examples with like a pregnant woman or an elderly parent, all of that kind of stuff. How do you avoid those situations?
So there are certain categories that are sensitive categories that you do want to steer clear of unless you're seeing very recent purchase patterns. But primarily, we try to take that into consideration through a smart process in our software. So for example, you may be highly likely to purchase a product, but if we see that there's not been any movement of that product in your preferred store for some time, then even though you're highly likely based on your purchase history to purchase it, why would we want to send that to you if you go to the store and it's out of stock? Right? So things like that, we can use intelligence to determine what to give you and what not to give you based on other data points.
So obviously the flip side of personalization is privacy, because you can't do personalization if you don't have data that people have willingly surrendered and know that they've surrendered and given people permission to use to, serve me something of value.
Right.
What kind of conversations are you having right now with retailers about balancing those two things?
Yeah, the good thing is that with the product that we have today, we don't capture any PII information. So we have
personally identifiable
information. That's right. So we're not storing like a name, address. We're not storing email address, any of those types of things. We just have a retailer identifier. Typically, it's like a hashed version of the loyalty card. And so what happens is we work with channel partners to deliver those personalized offers using that identifier, and then it's typically the retailer themselves or the channel partners that does that merge back to the PII information to then actually get it into the hands of the consumer.
Okay, that sounds complicated and technical.
It is, yeah. We are able to do that more easily with mobile by being able to deliver, because then you can use a mobile identifier to deliver those personalized offers to a device ID as opposed to the consumer themselves. But the good thing is, like I said, we have no PII in the system, so it's less of a risk when it comes to those sticky client conversations.
Yeah. Well, it's going to remain a balancing act for some time. I think we see that with what's going on with big tech companies right now.
Yeah,
and a lot
absolutely.
of hot water about what they know about people and what they tell people they know about people. And
Right.
it's
Yeah,
a
that's
little weird.
it's always been something very important to our executive leadership, that we're very transparent about that we do all we can to protect consumer privacy where Symphony Retail AI is involved. So I think we've done a good job of that so far, and we want to continue to do that.
Is there does this somehow integrate with Cindy, the conversational
Yes.
interface that you all have to personal assistant, I guess?
That's right. Yeah. So, what we're trying to do is we're trying to take a lot of friction out of the campaign manager's experience when they're using a tool for personalized marketing. So, for example, typically with these types of tools, you're manually going about the process of identifying targeted households based on different criteria like how much they're spending and all these other things. With Cindy can actually auto detect households that are at risk, or households that have opportunity to move the needle in a certain direction. And so Cindy can then provide those households directly into the personalized marketing tool to be targeted with smart campaigns.
And say, Jason, you should try this promotion.
It's more like the campaign manager comes in on a Monday morning, and they've already got a list of potential households where it's recommended. Here's some that you'd want to run personalized marketing campaigns against in order to achieve a certain objective. So rather than it being something where you have to go and try to ask the system to provide you information, it's already sort of waiting there for you because of Cindy. So it's a powerful combination between the two, and I think it tells a pretty good story.
All right, excellent. Thanks,
All right.
Jason.
Thank you very much, Troy. Appreciate it.
Take care.